Alright,
Okay, good.
Mudberg.
Mudberg.
Alright. And yes, it does start on a tab.
Good.
But I'm gonna do a little thing.
Gonna put twist in it.
Alright, so yeah. Death Frost 2. Let's begin.
Yeah.
The knife is pulled out from the chest of the young man.
Wasn't me.
I was going to say, of Derek's first character. Just really rub in that, like, death element. Derek, you died.
Oh, it's our bitch, yeah.
You could have made someone who'd only made one character.
No, okay. The knife is pulled with a terrifying jerk from the chest of the young man, who collapses in a heap before the very eyes of everyone in this tavern. The woman standing over him, black hair, she says with this incredibly passionate voice, and thus the line of House Karaikin is ended, the prince is dead.
Prince?
Yes.
Prince.
Oh.
I'll check his purse. I'm not close enough to do that, but I would like to check his purse.
Okay.
The opportunity.
Just a moment.
And make sure he's a prince.
Yep. She flips the knife round warily, like that. You will join his fate if you do not let me go.
Does she look level 2-ish? Just...
How adeptly did she
Killed a man in cold blood.
Okay, let's step back a moment.
I'm not saying she's not stupid. I'm just saying that,
Mere moments before, it was an archetypal evening.
Yep.
After a day of work in the fields, selling oil, living on the streets,
marrying people.
I love that that's your joke. All marriages say they die young out here.
Yes. You would come in for the evening for evening ale or whatever your poison at the local tavern, and then suddenly out of nowhere this could have been a serving woman. You can't. She looks like a serving woman. No, she's not sure. Just suddenly walked up behind this guy, arm around the throat. Ish, 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 ish.
Wow.
As she throws the boy to the
4 attacks per round.
Holy crap!
At least,
Yeah.
She throws the body to the ground. He sort of stomps forward and topples. Hits his head on the side of the table, then poof, onto the stone tiles. Next to him is a man in armour who was sitting very close. Must have been a friend. You don't know. You haven't seen either of these people in town before, and he sort of just slumps forward into his bowl of gruel.
Is there any injuries on him?
No, there's not. So the woman, the killer, the assassin, she stands around, knife in hand. Karakin's dead. The king has no heir. My work is done. Revenge is mine. Now let me go, or you will join them.
Can I?
And she starts backing away to the nearest entrance to her, which is either going to be odds, the front door, evens, the serving door. Odds, the front door. She
Okay. How many people
solid.
in this bar?
Oh, let's say they're at D30. 9 people and yourself, so 12 people.
I look around at the 12 people.
Yep.
And I kind of like go.
They're all farmers and local tradesmen and artisans, and they're like, oh my god, and they're all sort of backing away,
But how late in the evening is it?
Mid-evening.
Has the beer kind of settled
Couple in, yeah.
Like that. They got a bit of the old alcoholic courage.
Yeah, but most of them are just farmers. I mean, there's a, not to, cast aspersions against the noble farming profession, but these guys just, they're not here for fights.
I was hiding sort of in a booth trying to be anonymous, spending some cash today, and it's just.
I'm going to cast light on my warhammer and put myself between her and the exit
door. Okay.
and say, the local constabulary will have words with you.
Will they? My knife will have words with you. And she steps forward, trying to.
All
okay,
right.
so now we go to initiative.
Yes.
Okay, D20
I step forward.
plus your dexterity.
I sneak forward.
She's going to get a good stab at me, I think.
She certainly is, and not only that, because you haven't acted this round, she gets advantage on the attack roll, rolling a 14 and a 13. What's your armor class?
18.
Ah, the knife finds its target, but it fails to pierce.
Excellent.
Okay, slides up. What armor are you wearing?
Chainmail.
A chain, like that. A couple of loops go flying up around.
Oh god.
You think it's a repair bill. Yeah. But then she tries to slide past you. Okay. It's a very impressive acrobatics roll. She rolls around the side of you, ends up behind you, and now the door is right behind her.
Yes.
What kind of door are we talking about here?
Tavern door, oaken door, that kind of thing. It's shut. You know, there's a bar on it for, you know, there's a bar next to it for when people need to shut it in, but at the moment it's unbarred.
Do I know this foolhardy cleric? I guess I've seen him around town.
Yes, absolutely. You all know each other in passing. You could be closer if you want.
He's probably been kind to me at some
He
point.
certainly would.
He married your children.
She is a child. You married your parents.
You're 18. 18 is a mother with like children. You've
Not
never
old
lived
enough
in
to
a
get
mud
married.
village before, like.
No, I've done time in my village. I know what I'm talking about. She rolls behind you and starts making towards the door. Now, what did you get for your initiative?
4.
4, and you were getting into the action, so you can take an action.
All right. I'm going to hit her with the mace.
Okay.
I'm much better initiative.
And you've got advantage because she's actually past you and is looking the opposite direction, correct?
No.
Her back is to the door.
Watch out for Nathan, by the way.
Yeah, it's fine.
So that is a 14.
She's
14.
looking away.
Warhammer?
Yeah.
Warhammer. Okay, you swing it round. She ducks. It shatters into the framework of the door, and opening the door slightly, letting in some gust of the wintry air come rolling in. Your actions now are...
How do I do an initiative check?
Okay, I'm going to get you to an initiative check next round. Just tell me what your action is.
I've got a great initiative roll.
Yeah, so you've got your initiative bonus there?
She attacked him first, thank you.
Yep.
19. I'm going to scream viciously, appearing from the darkness, driving towards her with a bared rapier, intending to plunge it into her chest.
Have a go at
She's
that.
attacked the priest who I love.
But only religion holds me back from marrying. Religion and his current wife.
Oh, I can take wives. Ooh, a natural 20.
All right, fantastic. So what you do is, what do you normally roll for damage?
Yep.
You roll twice that many dice.
And my sneak attack twice.
Ah, yes, I think it does.
Yes, your sneak attack.
I read the rules. A 1 and a 5 is 6.
So it's going to be 12 points of damage.
Plus another 6 and another 8.
Oh,
14, 20 points of damage.
That's through the chest, right?
Plus 3 for my strength bonus.
well, that's the difference.
23.
That's the part which pins her to the door.
So she's like,
Okay, and you just pin her to the door, and with such force that the door flies open, but she's pierced right through the ribcage and pinned to the door, and she sort of just slumps lifeless before you and swings out into the night with the door.
Is she dead?
And then the wind blows her back in.
plunk.
And, the heat
And I
goes
just
back
say, give me back my rapier, bitch! And put my foot up against the door.
Yeah.
And
Can I just say the subtle conversation we used to have before, which is like, let's not swear.
just not a swear word.
That's true, it's a free mouth.
And I pulled the rapier out of the door.
in. Okay, the rapier slides free with effort,
Yes.
and slides out of the dead woman's body,
And then
and she just falls to the ground, sprawled out.
and I grab her hair and I wipe. Does she look rich?
She does not look rich.
Okay. Oh well, I feel guilty doing it. I wipe the blood off my rapier on her hair.
Very cold,
And then
dude.
slide it.
Very.
So, I'm going to get my throwing axe.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw it at her.
Go. Thunk. This axe appears in her. Gets her in the... Roll my location dice.
Absolutely.
Well, that's cool.
Foot.
Her right foot then falls into a groin.
I check her for traps and money.
Okay, now the woman herself is carrying pocket money or loose change money. I'm using a silver standard instead of a gold standard.
Okay.
Okay.
Like Pathfinder 2nd edition.
Oh, Pathfinder. Lamentations has been doing it for years. Okay, cool. So,
Welcome to the party, Pathfinder.
yeah. She's carrying 20 silver pieces on her.
Not anymore.
Not in, you want to pocket that? Write it down. Totally cool. She had several. She has 3 knives on her, but she also has 2 vials. One of which is empty, and pretty quick to work out with the whip. Oh no! Oh, that does not smell like a healing potion.
Here be poison, ladies and gentlemen.
Most likely.
I think she poisoned the poor sod in the armour there.
Yes, he certainly seems to be breathing heavily through his oatmeal. I look for some kind of identification on
the woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
I checked the guy at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
what about the guy
peasant.
who was stabbed?
Clear the peasants.
Yep.
Just so you know, you do it.
Totally cool. So you roll her over, and she was had one of those forgettable faces. Like she could have been anyone with that face.
Always good for a spy.
Yeah, the blood as it congeals, it's just starting to, kind of corner of the mouth kind of thing. You start looking for any sort of identification. She doesn't bear any tattoos that you can immediately see at a glance. She doesn't wear any jewellery, anything to mark her as belonging to any kind of organisation.
Right.
She appears very plain and unadorned, like you'd expect for a servant girl. That's your initial observations.
Okay. I'm checking the other guy with the multiple stab wounds in his chest.
Okay, now you were checking the
got multiple stab wounds guy.
Multiple stab wounds guy.
You are,
okay, cool.
If he's doing it, it's fine. I slink off.
All right, so you move around the table and everyone's like, oh, so he's dead. I don't know, he might be dead. He could be dead.
I stand up and go, he was killed by a knife. What? I just lower down my gauntlet.
All right.
I'm worried the constabulary aforementioned might be arriving soon, so I...
There isn't so much a constabulary as a local militia made of the more able-bodied farmers in times of need.
Yeah.
It really is a small hamlet.
Is there a sort of a mayor figure?
There is. Old Harkin, who's been watching proceedings from the back of the pub, is sort of just like... sort of half-blind, milky-white eyes, missing half a leg, the bottom half.
Yeah.
And,
so the oldest man in town is probably 25, 26?
No, he's
tough life.
He's lost count, put it that way.
Okay.
The number of summers he's seen, and he's just like watching proceedings going, suck on in his foamy beer, and he says, "You're checking. Both of you are checking."
No, I decided to try and make myself scarce in case anyone recognises me.
Okay.
And so
I
did just murder someone against the door.
Put myself near the kitchen door, the other exit.
Yeah.
I do sort of shoot you a meaningful glance as you sort of steal and loot this person's body, and then kind of,
Well, he didn't loot. He just checked her. Oh no, he did pocket that 20 silver.
Yes, and I was right there. So,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't care if the priest sees. He's a nice fellow. He won't dog me.
What about people stealing from the poor? Like,
So the vial of poison.
Just a moment. I've got to answer these questions first. Okay, so you're checking the young man who's been stabbed repeatedly.
Yes.
Okay, so
for insignia.
Okay, so he had a worn, muddy travelling cloak that he'd thrown back and everything like that. He had, at first glance, was a fairly well-worn leather tunic and what have you, but underneath, okay, you start to notice things that are telltale signs of nobility. The pale skin, the
fingers were covered in crud.
Yeah, absolutely. He didn't have any muck under his fingernails. He didn't have calloused hands. Those kinds of things. He has a necklace bearing the royal seal.
That's what I was
looking
for.
Part of what you're looking for, definitely. Unfortunately for him, it wasn't over his heart. It's just if only it was like kind of 2 inches that way, it might have driven one of the blades towards the side, but it didn't.
I'm gonna pocket that.
You just pull it off his neck.
I pull it off his neck.
Whoa.
And then I just, this man was nobility killed in this town.
Okay, and that's when old Harkin speaks.
Oh.
Okay.
I look him square in the eye.
Yeah, and he says, bring the young fellow here, the dead one. And someone check his guard.
I grab the scuff of the neck of the royal guy
Yeah.
and drag him along the floor.
Yeah, okay.
Drop him at the feet of Harkin.
Okay, Harkin sort of leans forward and sort of feels for a moment. He says, no, he's definitely gone. Nothing we can do for him. But that is terrible news. The king's augurs will know already what has happened. They will know that the last of his line is dead, and that it took place in this village.
Ooh, I wouldn't want to be in this village when that happened.
No, you do not.
Oh.
The king's wrath will be immense. He will salt our fields. He will eradicate this town. He will bring death to us all. His vengeance will be swift and merciless. We must do something.
We have caught the perpetrator. Surely that will assuage him.
Perpetrator or not, we have failed as the people of this land to protect our king and our future king.
Couldn't you have healed him?
I didn't think of it. I didn't think of that.
Well,
See
that
how-
was stupid, wasn't it?
I was about to say,
as a gentle reproach, he said, "Those wounds were too great."
For yes, I immediately recognised.
these were story-centric wounds.
I immediately recognised that it was beyond my abilities as a healer.
I glower and turn and go into the kitchen and start
I
stealing.
could lose
something
half
from
my
the
body with a dragon, and he'd
was
still
that?
be able to hit. Like, I could lose half my body with a dragon, he'd still be able to
And
hit
then you
me.
can have like an 8-hour rest and you'd be
Yeah.
totally
Yeah.
fine. That's right.
But when there's 3 slight stab wounds, like,
I think
Yeah,
it's fair enough.
that's
No,
fine.
I think it's fine.
All right. I would like to ask Harkin.
Yep. Old Harkin.
Old
Yep.
Harkin.
Yep.
Or maybe I know it myself. The King's Augurs. How will they know this? How will they know what has happened? Do they constantly watch?
I would imagine so. I'm not part of nobility, but it is rumoured that he has sorceries at his behest that he may watch such events. They will know, and they will be swift in coming here to claim his body and make revenge.
What do you suggest?
He's sort of nervous. He's watching, consider things in his mind.
I slam the butt of my warhammer on the ground. Come on, man! Time is of the essence.
Yes. Nervously around it. We have one chance that I can think of. One chance. Death, frost, mountain. Okay, I didn't even mention of the name. The fire's guttural. The hairs on your arms spring up, and the temperature in the room chills. Everyone knows of Death Frost Mountain. It is an evil peak that lies further up the valley.
well, it's got the name for it, you know what I mean?
It
Like,
does, and it earned the name. Unspeakable evils committed long ago at the top of that peak. It is a haunted place. No one goes there. Everyone, the rangers avoid it like the plague. The hunters never ever bring food back from that place. The hunters never come back from that place. Death Frost Mountain, he says. Death Frost Mountain. And when I was a boy, there were priests who came through. Priests came through to put a stop to the evil on top of that peak. And I had with them, and I witnessed it, the Lazarine cup. A simple thing, a simple vessel, but I saw it bring a man back to life with a mere whisper of a draught into his lips. Now I know the priests took it with them, and none of the priests ever returned, but I imagine the since they never came back. That cup lies there still. Therein lies our one hope. One hope.
Well, that's a shame.
to rule them all.
So at that moment, the kitchen door swings open, and I'm standing there, holding a chicken drumstick, like a piece of chicken that I've half chewed on. Lazarine Cape sounds valuable.
It will bring the dead back to life. If there is a price that you could put on such a miracle, then yes, valuable indeed.
So
But I need brave souls to fetch it and bring it back forthwith.
Or desperate souls.
That too. We are desperate people. I do not want the king's anger to be brought down upon us.
And we're all locals in this area, right?
Yeah. This is your turf. This is your hometown.
This is my look. My mud, my home. Right?
Exactly.
So I sidle up towards him sinuously with the grass.
Because you
in my
can't
hand.
get oil
I
anyway.
go with you.
I say, so, say we retrieve the said valuable cup thing. Given other current complications that some of us may be experiencing in towns, vis-a-vis accidental murders, might these things also dissolve in the light of good deeds done for saving the village and the like?
I think that to save the lives of the village, to rescue them from the wrath of the king, I can think of nothing but pardon and forgiveness.
Excellent. Well, there we go. You find the details, I'll be eating over here, and I walk back into the kitchen.
What
Stealing another piece of
what
chicken.
should we do with the Lazarus cup?
Return it here forthwith.
Yes, but what after that?
I'm not too sure. It was a long time ago. There
Sell
may-
it, obviously you're full. You did like, obviously you're full.
No, not until its magic has worked its wonders.
Oh yes, yes. We will solve the first problem first. I gather. Very well. I checked my watch. I didn't check my watch.